ましてやこの実には神の名がゴムゴムの実の
ゾーン系人人の実現住種モデルニカ
It is said that the devil fruits were enchanted by sea demons, and whoever eats them gains incredible powers, but the price of this is having the seas turn against themselves. However, we've never seen what these demons are, that is, until now. We know that there is a role reversal between gods and demons going on in the world of One Piece, and for long 800 years the nobles of the world and their sworn enemies have been in the wrong positions, and Imu-sama is the shadow behind it. The antithesis of the dawn that could be the origin of everything, the primordial devil now shows his satellites. Do you want to know where the real monsters live? Stay with me, we'll talk about this now. And well, my dear pirates, before we start, hit the like button with all the power of your hockey, and of course, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss any new videos, okay? Anyway guys, chapter 1110 of the One Piece manga is finally among us, and how incredible it was to see the Gorosei having to fight against the greatest threat the world government has ever seen after 800 years. This panel shows how Oda-sensei knows very well how to work with proportion and scale. The intention of showing us how threatening the Gorosei's grandeur is clear. However, the most pertinent questions have not yet been answered, which are: what kind of power is this that the Gorosei are demonstrating? Would they be a power coming from divine devil fruits, something like primordial devil fruits? Could it be some kind of magic? Well, about whether they're divine and primordial fruits or just magic, I already have videos commenting on these topics. I'm going to leave both videos pinned to the card, and you can access them in the description or by clicking on the top right corner of the screen, okay. However, there are theories that point to mythical Zoan devil fruits, as this type of fruit gives its user the ability to transform into an animal or mythological being. Just like Marco's Phoenix or Luffy's own Hito Hito no Mi that brings out Nika's powers. This theory makes a lot of sense when we look at the way the Gorosei have transformed into. They are practically giant and very powerful animals. But there are still some explanations missing, because that summoning circle, the regeneration, and the way the Gorosei talk telepathically still make me believe that even if the powers of all of them are derived from a mythical Zoan-type devil fruit, I believe that this is not the only answer to our questions. I still believe that there is a power that is influencing all 5 elders, a power that further enhances all of their capabilities. In the video before this I commented how these skills reminded me of the powers of Nagato, the leader of Akatsuki in Naruto. Just look at an excerpt. It's clear that the 5 elders must have their devil fruits, but their abilities go far beyond that. They probably have some extra powers that they got from Imu, the boss of the world. These powers go beyond what any devil fruit offers, bringing an unusual regeneration factor, telepathy, and even summoning rituals. This even reminds me a little of the character Nagato in Naruto. After losing much of his mobility, Nagato used the bodies of several ninjas who had some correlation with Jiraiya, his former master, and as his main body, he used the body of his best friend. Thus the 6 paths of pain were born, where Nagato controlled them from a distance, sharing all the powers of his Rinnegan with the 6 bodies. In a way, Imu-sama reminds me of something like that. He is an imposing figure due to his powers, but perhaps weakened by something that happened in the past. Many theorize that Imu-sama is a child, while I believe that Imu-sama may have some inherent weakness that forces him to use intermediaries to continue fulfilling his objective. As you noticed, I believe that Imu-sama's influence and powers can indeed be divided into each of the 5 elders. In the same video in which I mentioned the primordial fruit and Imu-sama being like Gaia, the earth or the heart of the earth, that to avoid technological evolution that would generate catastrophe in the world, well, looking at it that way, it makes sense that Imu is the great precursor of all this. The demon that controls the sea. One that was created by nature to stop technological advances. When we look at this image where O'Hara scholars study the One Piece planet, we clearly see the existence of 7 celestial bodies around the earth. One of them is clearly the moon. Another 5 are smaller planets where one of them has a moon orbiting it. In other words, the moon is where Enel is, and is also where the space pirates, the Sky People, the Lunarians, and all technology probably came from. The other 5 satellite planets of Earth represent the world government, the Gorosei. The moon of one of them can be seen as the Navy, which is an arm of the world government, and Earth would be Imu-sama, thus maintaining the belief of the geocentrist style, which said that the Earth was the center of the universe. The principle, the only absolute truth. We can notice that there is no sun, because that device was possibly the only one allowed to be studied, maintaining the idea that there is nothing beyond that, but the sun exists in that world, both in physical form and in other forms, as in a supposed divinity, the sun god. And who is the sun? Yes, Nika, or better said, Luffy. A heliocentrism model, where the sun is actually the center of the universe, would break the entire narrative of the world government. Or worse, if this advanced to the point where the cosmological model was what we live in today, things would stray even further from the ideal that Imu and the government want to convey, which is, we are the center, and we take care of everything. We don't need evolution, as we are at the most evolved point of humanity. Everything is centralized. A single place to live, a single government to take care of people, a single military force to coerce criminals. Just believe in us. Evolving and questioning is a mistake. This is how people have been dominated for millennia, and this is what One Piece teaches us about. The real monster lives in the government, the real demons are those who take away our freedom. But I want to know your opinion about everything we commented here today. But of course, if you made it this far, it's because you like the content, so it doesn't hurt to subscribe to our channel and become one more member of our fleet, my dear pirate. And of course, do not forget to press the like button, that helps a lot in spreading the video and the channel, so help us to become the largest fleet of pirates here on YouTube, okay? A big hug for everyone. And until the next video.